Today I'm going to teach you how to use Kahoot. First, you need to get to Kahoot. On your browser, you will need to go to getkahoot.com. Make sure you don't type in kahoot.com. You need to type in getkahoot.com. It will take you to two different browsers. Now, your screen should look like mine. It should say Make Learning Awesome. If you do not have an account, you need to sign up for free. Simply click the orange button at the top and sign up for free. You will need an email address and a password to create your account. Once you've done that, let's sign in. Now, this is Kahoot's dashboard. Okay? Now, right here is all the Kahoots that I have made throughout the last year. Kahoot is a great way for you to review with your students, assess your students, and to get them ready for a test. I use it to assess and for students to review for their upcoming daily grade or test. Now, today I'm going to teach you how to make a Kahoot. So, first off, I want to give you a little bit of pointers. At the top, in the dark gray area, it's a purple box that says New K. That's how you create your Kahoot. The next one is My Kahoots. This is where all your Kahoots are saved. Public Kahoots, there are 9.1 million Kahoots made. You are able to search through these for schools, universities, or even events that people have made, and you can use them as long as they're public. Now, one great tool that I love about Kahoot is you can share your Kahoot. For instance, if I have another teacher in my pod that teaches the same thing that I do, I can share it with them. That way they don't have to make it. Or they could share it with me. So it makes it a little bit easier. Alright, let's get started and learn how to create a Kahoot. You'll first need to click New K. It will come up like this. At the bottom it says Create a New Kahoot. So today we're going to create a quiz. Now, you have to have a title and a description. So my title is going to be Math and Addition and Subtraction. My description is going to be first grade math. Visible, you can make it private or public. I'm going to let everyone see it. English, you can choose the language that you prefer. I'm going to choose English. And audience, you have to click this. This is really important. You want to make sure that you click school if you're doing it for grade level school. That way other people can find it. Now, once you have all of that done, you may click the green button at the top right. Okay, go. Now, we are ready to begin. Game Creator, we need to start adding questions. So I click the purple plus, and let's begin. Question number 1. I'm going to do a simple mathematic problem. What is 9 plus 3? Now, my students are really good at addition, so I'm going to give them 10 seconds to get this answer correct. Now, right here, award points. Each question that they get correct, they get points. And the quicker that they answer the question, the more points that they get. So I let them get points because they love to see who gets it first. They want to be the first one to get it correct. Now, answer 1. You have to have 2 answers on your Kahoot. So my answer number 1 is going to be 10. Answer number 2, let's go with 6. Answer number 3, let's go with 13. And answer number 4, let's go with 12. So if you look at here, our correct answer is answer number 4. So I need to mark it where the computer knows which answer is correct. So I simply go to answer 4. And to the right over here, there's a check mark. You need to turn that check mark green by touching it with your mouse. Now, as you can see, it is green and it has my correct answer marked. Now, the next thing I need to do is click Next at the top right-hand corner, the green button. Now, I'm going to add one more question just to where you can see how this game actually works. Now, question number 2. I'm going to throw it in subtraction. What is 20 minus 19? 20 seconds is what it's telling me to put. But I want to do 10 again because they should really get this one correct. Answer number 1, I'm going to go with 39. Answer 2, I'm going to go with 1. Answer 3, 0. And answer 4, let's go 12. So now you need to create your correct answer. So once again, you're going to click the arrow to the right of the correct answer and turn it green. Make sure that it's green. Now you may move on to the next question. So now I've created 2 questions to show you how to do this. Now we need to make sure that we save this if you are done. Top right corner, green button, press save. Now it says it is saved and published. That means that our Kahoot is public. Anybody can search it. Alright, it also tells you again you can edit it, play it, or share it. But we want to play it. So I'm going to press play, the green button. Now, once you click that, you have 2 options. Player versus player or team versus team. With player versus player, each student in your classroom needs a device. Okay, this works better if you go to the computer lab. That way each person has a computer. But you can use tablets, mobile phones, anything like that that connect to the internet and get on Kahoot.com. They can play it. Alright, you can also do team versus teams, or if you don't have as many computers or anything, you can break them up into teams and they can share one device. Now, it works better to use player versus player when you're assessing. That way you know who needs help and who doesn't. Game options. You can randomize the order of questions. I love to do that because I don't want the question coming up each time in the same order. Okay? The same thing with answers. I want them random. Display game pin throughout. I always turn that on. Just in case I have someone that checks in, I want that to be on to where they can look at it at the board and know what we're doing and won't interrupt the students. Now, instructions, I just leave that off because they know how to do this. You may want to do it the first couple of times just to see. Automatically move through questions. I always turn this on as well. Sometimes we get caught up with doing something else while they're doing this. I turn it on. That way it goes through it and keeps going. Now, rejoin after the Kahoot's over. I turn that off because I don't want them to have to go through the same process again. So once you finish that, you click on Classic or Team Mode. Now, when I click on Classic, it's going to come up and it's going to show you the music. So beware, the music is about to come on. I click Classic, ready to join. It gives you students a time to get their phone out, tablet, or laptop. Now, here's the music. At the top left, this is your game pin. This is what your students will use to type in. Now, let's go back for a minute now that you've seen that. The top left-hand corner was the game pin. That's what your students will use. You will need to project it onto a screen. Okay, use a projector or whatever you have to project that onto a screen where the students can get it. Okay, now I will show you what your students will look at. They're going to go to kahootit.com. This is what comes up on their screen. They just need to enter the game pin here and press enter, and it will take them to my game. Okay, now that is all about learning Kahoot. I hope that you have learned how to use Kahoot, and I hope you use it in your classroom. Thank you for listening.